right, so today we are here to talk about the Rifle Dynamic 704P for pistol, GT for Grand Thumb Edition pistol. I almost said rifle, not quite. It does have a pistol brace on here because I live in California so far. And yet again, a very long name to something that I'm reviewing on this channel. All right, guys, so if you do at the end of this find this entertaining, useful, you like the content, anything like that, if you haven't subscribed, do please subscribe. It does help out the channel more than you know. Comment down below also. Just tell me how your day is going. Tell me whatever it is that you want. Did you like the video? You hated it? Did I talk too much? I don't care. Just comment. It does help out with the YouTube algorithm to push this video out to more people who will probably fall in love with this rifle, just like I did. All right. So right off the bat, Rifle Dynamics doesn't know who I am. This I paid for with my own money. And actually, this was a engagement present to myself. And also this just happened to be in stock, which is, I want to say it's incredibly rare. Usually these things do take about 7 to 9 months. When I first wanted this at the beginning of 2020, it was taking closer to 15 months to build. I paid for it with my own money, and this is actually the very first AK, not only that I have ever shot, but that I've ever held or handled. Yeah, I've shot rifles for about 20 years as an adult, you know, not including me being 18 years old. And all that time, I had never once even handled an AK. So yeah, that was a big risk, I gotta say, because I didn't know if I was gonna like it. And I gotta say, I absolutely love this thing. I think honestly, everyone should have an AK. Obviously, this is very expensive. There are other AKs out there that are not as expensive as this. Personally, I'm the type of person that likes to buy once, cry once. I know that if I would have purchased a cheaper one from, say, Kalashnikov USA or something like that, that I was ultimately going to want to buy something like this. And at that point, then it was just going to be more expensive. And I do think that these things are going up in cost every 1 or 2 years, just because of inflation or more people are getting into AKs. Personally, I also do think that everyone should have one simply because of the cost of ammo. This is a 7.62x39. And while I have seen the price of ammo go up for just about everything, including this hasn't gone up as much as 5.56, 9mm, 10, 45, 380, and now I feel really bad for the guys that have AKs in 5.45. While that looks like a pretty nasty round and also softer shooting apparently than this, it's pretty much impossible to get now because of the whole Russian ban. So anyway, dead air muzzle brake up at the front. First time I shoot a muzzle brake, it does help tame this thing. Since I've purchased this, I have shot other AKs, so I do have something to kind of compare this to. It's mostly been a Century AK that a buddy of mine purchased a long time ago, and man, that thing is a piece of crap. I'm sorry, but it is. I do want to see if I can compare this to a Palmetto State Armory AK. Apparently those things are pretty good. I also want to see if I can compare it to a Kalashnikov, but so far I haven't been able to get my hands on that, so maybe future video will come out of that. I think this is pretty much on par with any Meridian Defense out there. I think Meridian Defense is pretty cool. They're doing a really good job at their marketing. But outside of that, Rifle Dynamics, Meridian Defense are two of the premier AK manufacturers right now in the United States. So coming down from the muzzle brake, we've got an SLR M-LOK grip here. Very robust, very nice. I've done mag dumps on this. As long as I'm wearing the Pig Delta gloves, I'm still able to hold on to this, no problem whatsoever. It hasn't gotten so hot that I can't hold on to it. Maybe if I did 4 mag dumps, which is very expensive now, maybe then it'll get a little hot, but outside of that, no problem whatsoever. It does also come with their Rifle Dynamics adjustable gas block. Now this also did come tuned, I believe it is a Sandman S that it came tuned for already. It didn't come with the ambi safety that you see here. I did have to purchase this myself. I think it's the Curbs ambi safety because I am a lefty. So I'm able to engage that no problem whatsoever. And to be perfectly honest, I think I'm at an advantage here over right-handed shooters who either have to have their hands completely broken off, right? They can't really grip it because they have short fingers, or they just don't have the leverage to bring it down. Or maybe if you have the enhanced safety, maybe you're about at the same advantage as me. I have shot close to 4,000 rounds out of this thing and 0 issues with it. I think I've only cleaned it also once. It was incredibly hard to take apart at the very beginning to take this dust cover off. It's still pretty hard, but it's getting a little bit easier. So as I said, this thing is a pistol. As you can see right there, I believe it is 22.5 inches long. This is just under 7 pounds. I believe it's 6 pounds, 7 ounces, something like that. Now the trigger on this is going to be a LBE, I believe. They're LBE G3 trigger. Now, allow me to unload this. Okay, so the trigger is incredibly nice. It is incredibly fine and smooth. This is more of a rolling trigger. So if you have a AR, you know that usually there is a wall. Even on a single stage trigger, there's going to be that wall there. You have to put, say it breaks at 6 pounds, you have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds of pressure once you get to the wall. And then at about 5.5 pounds of pressure, it does start moving back ever so slightly, and then it'll break. With a rolling trigger, you apply that first pound of pressure, you apply that first pound of pressure and it starts moving back and you never hit another wall. It just rolls back and it is, again, incredibly smooth. You're just rolling back, a little bit more pressure. And as long as you keep adding pressure to the trigger, it's just gonna continue smoothly like butter moving its way backward. The reset is incredibly short, audible, tactile, so you can feel it. It's an incredible trigger. Now, I know that Geisley is coming out with a new AK trigger. I did get a chance to try it out at SHOT Show 2024. Not sure that I would prefer over this one. Now, this is pretty good. I want to say about 20 people have shot this, friends and random people that have recognized what this is at the range, and every single time when it's their first time shooting it, everyone says that the trigger is amazing and that they're surprised by the trigger. And yeah, so that just goes to show you how nice of a trigger this thing is. So that's a rolling trigger for you. If no one has ever explained what that is a rolling trigger explained to you very quickly, brought to you by me. It does come with the side mount here, so that if I do want to use, or I do want to install like an optic closer to my eyes, I could do that. Honestly, if I was able to purchase this myself and have it custom built, I probably would have gone without that, because now it's very well known that you can have the Texas dog leg, I want to say, and that you can put the optics back there and that it holds 0, no problems. But for me, having my sight up here, this Aimpoint RDS, it's very nice. I wasn't sure how much I would like it. I wasn't sure because I'm so used to having like the optics right up closer to my eyes. But this optic is incredible, pairs very, very nicely with it. I didn't have to change out the mount or anything like that. The barrel, 11.5 inch nitrided barrel, very accurate. Once I learned what my hold had to be for a C-zone steel out to 300 yards, I was consistently able to hit that out with Wolf ammo. Just, I think it's 123 or 124 grain Wolf ammo, just the standard cheap stuff that I have here. Yeah, so no problem whatsoever. So the grip is a Tango Down BG AK trigger. The stippling on the side is nice. The grip angle is nice. Obviously, that's also going to depend on your personal preference, but I like it. No problems whatsoever for me. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And again, leave a comment. It does help out the channel more than you know and pushes this video out via their algorithm. Thanks for stopping by.